Welcome back to Digital Marketing TV. Welcome back. So I wanted to show you some numbers over the last week or so, and then we'll tally everything together at the end. This is Digital Marketing TV. What I do here is I show you how to use digital marketing to get more customers, more sales, more clients. You know, the way I call it, we have this book. You can download the book for free. Just go to digitalmarketingcertified.com. It's insider secrets to getting more traffic, leads, deals, customers, and clients, generating more income and revenue in the digital era. It's also a skill set you can learn to help business owners get more money. You help them get more money, you get money. All right, so I have this project I'm going through. This is the fourth of this series, and we're going to 50, I guess. 25 is the first stop, but we're really going to 600. To be honest with you, it's about, we're going to 5 years. Okay, so it's about, is that 600? About 250 weeks rather, you know. So, but you get the gist. So I will be showing you numbers from week to week, and then we'll tally the number, and then I'll show you how much I paid, which is $0. Okay, then, you know, if you want to work with me, you want me to work with you, and then you can see the information scrolling through the screen, and it's also pinned into the description box. So I've got about 13 different channels. We need to complete this particular small sheet right here. We're going to complete it. This one is not 10,000. I'm actually going to complete this. We're going to do the numbers together. So for Google search, I'm literally going to show you. I'll refresh. All right, so as you can see, I'm refreshing, and this is the last 7 days. We've got about 3.22k here. So that's 3,220 total impression in the last 7 days from using the trick that I teach. All right, so we're gonna put that here, 3220. All right, let's see here. I'm just gonna make sure, okay, this shows exactly this. Okay, so as we had this number together, you will see, as we had it together, you will see that these numbers are adding up. All right, so walk with me. All right, so the next one we're going to look at, so that was Google search, just traffic that Google just sent to me for free. There's a way we optimized our websites to ensure that happens. Now we're going to look at this particular YouTube platform here, right? So I'm going to refresh. I'm going to have to switch, I guess. Let's see, go back to all right, so this is a 20-year journey. So if I'm showing you what I'm showing you, just know that it's been a minute that we've been at this for a while, you know. So when I refresh, I guess it's making me relog in again. So I'm over here. I'm going to go under content. We're going to look at videos, right? So for the videos in the last 7 days, we have 11,200. I'm going to go over here. I just want to make sure that you guys can see my screen. Share. Okay, here we go. All right, so sorry about that. So now you can see, right? So I went to content, videos, and you can see 11,200. Let me try to refresh. Let's see if we get into trouble again. Okay, so just so you can know, it's fresh data, right? So content under videos, we have 11,200. I'm going to complete this. I'm going to put 11,200 here, 11,200. All right, in the last 7 days only, and we're going to go back to here and click short. Under short, I'm not able to see the impression here, but we know that there are 494 views, so that's a minimum of at least 494 impressions. So I'm just going to simply use that number. I'll put 494 here. Okay, now for the live stream, because we do run live streams, this is a big, it's what you do. Whatever you're trying to sell is what you do, right? So let's go under live here. You can see 27,400 views. Now some of these have some legacy stuff, because that's part of the beauty about what I show you. You do the work one time, but it keeps bringing you traffic, so it's residual in nature, right? So but anyway, 27,400 impressions. That means impression means how many set of eyeballs actually laid eyes on what you have to offer, your business. They get exposed. It's like traffic going through the front of your store, right? So 27,400. Let me make sure that you can see my screen. So I'm going to put 27,400 here. All right, so far we've had 42,000 impressions plus, right? So now that we're here, we're going to also take a look at post. We do use posts as well to get some additional exposure or visibility. This one is showing 589 impressions. That's 589 impressions that you wouldn't have outside of doing this, right? So I'm going to put that here, 589. Okay, everything adds up, especially if you're going to do one work and then it kind of like spread out to all these different things, right? So that's post. Now we're going to go to a second platform. Now if I refresh this, I might run into trouble. Let's try. Do we run into trouble? No, actually it refreshed. All right, good. So refresh this and go under videos. We are seeing 2,200 impressions, right? This is what you pay for when you're paying paid ads. If you pay Google ads or you're paying Meta ads, you're paying for the number of times they show your ad. You're not paying for just the time that they actually view or click, right? So I just want you to be aware of that. Okay, now it's your job to convert those impressions into clicks, into views, into sales, into leads. That's your job to do that. I also teach how to optimize for that, but you got to get traffic first. All right, so 2,200 is what we're looking at here. So let's put that here under 2,200. All right, so yes, this project is two different YouTube channels running at the same time. All right, so we're looking at shorts, right? What is the shorts? Let's go back here. Let's look at shorts. Shorts has about 366 views. That's a minimum of 366 impressions. It's probably more than 10 times, but we're just going to be conservative and just put 366 over here, right? So 366. All right, and under live, let's go ahead and look at live. Under live, we have 1,300, precisely 1,337, right? So let's go here, 1,337. I'm going to put that there, 7. All right. And what about posts? Posts, under posts, we're able to get about 119 impressions. All right. So that's 119 impressions. So far we've had 46,925, right? But what about Facebook? Yes, if you're going to do the work and create all of this content or one content, you might as well just have a omnipresent, be present everywhere, right? As opposed to typing and trying to text everybody one-on-one and see who's going to buy your stuff. You automate this process, and a lot of it is automated, and you just sit back and convert sales. Okay, so let's go to Facebook. We're going to look at Facebook. So we have Facebook here. I can refresh this so we can make sure we're looking at fresh data. All right, so we're at fresh data. All right, great. How are we doing? All right, so this is Meta, right? You can see the Meta logo right there, Meta Business Suite, right? So for this particular platform on Meta, on Facebook, you can see 9,700 views. That's a minimum of 9,700 impressions, because you get impression before you get views. So we're going to put 9,700 over here. Okay, 9,700. Now, what about Instagram? The same activities, right? Leads to also posting on Instagram. On Instagram, we've got about 12,000 views, which translates to a minimum of 12,000 impressions, exposure to your business. So we're gonna put that. Wait, let me show you. See, Instagram. All I did is I switched to Instagram from the Meta Business Suite, and we can see 12,000 here, right? So we have another 12,000 here. Estimate. You can see it. Right, so now for the second platform, so it's another platform. I'm going to actually refresh this. Let's refresh this as well. All right, so refreshed, we're actually seeing Facebook. You can see it's a different platform. Yep, it's different. So just so happen to have the same numbers. 12,000 on Facebook. Actually, I think it's a little bit different. Let's see. Yeah. So let's put that here. Yeah, so it was 9,700 for the previous one for Facebook. For Instagram, all right, for Instagram, I'm simply going to switch this guy to Instagram up here. Let's see what the number is. It says 6,600 views, which is a minimum of 6,000 600 impressions. So I'm going to put that here. All right, so we've completed this number. I'll see. So we've got a total of about 87,227 impressions minimum, okay, from all of this. But there's something here. So we run like a little small ad, pay about $5 per day on it, just so I can see, instead of me guessing what I would pay for traffic, I can show you for real what this traffic is costing. So I'm actually going to update. Oh, it says update just now. Just refresh. All right, just refresh. It's refreshing. Boom. Right. So when we refresh this, we can easily see number of impression in the last 7 days right here. So this is all 7 days data that I'm showing you. This is just 7 days. Let me make sure. You know what? That wasn't just 7 days. I'm going to correct myself. For YouTube, right? For the YouTube, I definitely showed you 7 days on this one. For this second one, I showed you 7 days. For Facebook, right here, you can see that, okay, no, not this one. I'm going to show you 7 days. For this one, I'm showing you 28 days. So let's see if we can fix that. Let's see. How do I fix this? Let's go here. Okay, great. So now I drilled in a little bit deeper, and I can go to last 7 days only here. I don't want to show you fake numbers, guys. So this is actually 2,800 for Facebook, right? So I'm actually going to fix that. All right. So let's go back. Thank God I looked at that. 2,800. Boom. All right. And let's go back here. And I'm going to go to Instagram, right? 2,700, right? So we're fixing that. Thank God. 2,700. All right, good. Now, what about on, I knew something was off, but what about this guy right here, right? So we're going to fix this. We're going to drill into Facebook, go here and drill in a little bit deeper. All right, great. And we change this to 7 days. All right, so we have 4,600 on Facebook for this one. So we're going to go and put that over here. What is it? 4,600. 4,600. All right, it's a lot of fun, right? I'll show this to you every week so you can see how we're doing. And if I go back and I switch it to Instagram, let's see what the numbers on Instagram is. 2,700. All right, so 2,700. All right, so instead of 87 big number, we're showing a little bit shy of 60,000 impressions in the last 7 days alone. All right, so as I was showing you earlier on, I'm going into meta ads just to show you. So meta ads in the last 7 days, you can see the 7 days here. We have a 1,383 that we're paying for. So I'm going to scroll down here and put that number here, 1,383. But how much did that cost us? What is the cost of that? I'm going to, so I have 1,383 with paid ad cost here. But if I go here, I'm going to see how much did 1,383 cost us. Scrolling to what that cost us. You can see it's just $5 a day that was spent over here. It's actually telling us a number here. Cost per CPM, cost per 1,000 impression is $24.90. So if you were to go pay Meta or pay Instagram or for this kind of traffic, it's probably more expensive actually on Google. You would pay for every 1,000 people that see your ad, you'll pay $24.90. But you can see our total cost here somewhere. Let me see. No, don't do that. Let's see. Where is the total cost? Amount spent $34.43, right? So if I go here, $34.43, right? So over here, I can easily divide this number by this number, and what is it saying? It's saying 40. So it's actually saying $40.17. Let me see. Let me look a little bit closer to see what's going on. $34. 21.34 cost per impression. Okay, so I think it's charging us by the reach or something like that. Let me see. I'm going to refresh $24.90, $34 and Amount spent. Okay. Daily max 34. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to use this because this is the actual amount that's been spent on 1,003. What's the impression? 1,383. So let's just use that number. Okay. So for every 1,000 impression, we actually spend $40.17. That's how expensive ads have been, right? So if I take this number, right, and multiply this number by, let's see, we always divide it, right? So we have, instead of 1,383, we have 59,000 free traffic from the internet. Okay, so let me get myself together properly. We have, instead of, all right, we got it for free, but what is it worth? That's what I'm trying to calculate here, right? So all we have to do is multiply this by this and then divide it by this, I think. Let's try that. This multiplied by this guy, yeah. All right, and then we're going to divide it. It's just math, guys. Don't worry about it. All right. This, no, actually, this would be divided by this guy. All right, and let's convert that to dollar. Okay, that number doesn't look right. We might need to divide that by another 1,000. Yeah, because it's 1,000 impression, right? Divided by 1,000. All right. 59,000 impression. No, that number was accurate. Hold on 1 second. Hold tight. Sorry about that. So here's the screen I'm trying to show you. So what did we do? We added all the numbers back up. Okay, all the numbers, we added them up. We end up at 59,725, right? That's the number of thousands of impressions we got. So how do we, so we got 1,383 here, right? We paid $334.43 for this. But how much are we paying per 1,000? All I did is divided the number of 1,000 impressions, divide 1,383 divided by the actual amount that we paid, right? So math is not mathing me well today. All right, so yeah, so Facebook was actually right. Remember I was showing you this number just now? Facebook is telling me that we paid $24.90 for 1,000, right? In total, we have 1,383, and then we've paid about $34.43, right? All right, great. So now that we have those numbers, I've imported those numbers here. So the actual number we have from the ads in the last 7 days is 1,383. We paid 34. So how much would we pay for 1,000? It's simple. We multiply this. We multiply the 1,000, multiply it by the actual money we paid. All right. It's cross multiplication, we used to call it, and then you divide it by the actual amount we got. So we end up with $24.90. Okay, so if we paid $24.90 for every 1,000, how much did we pay for 59,725? It's simple. We simply divide this, right? Because we're trying to get how many thousands we got out of this. We simply divide this guy by 1,000, right? And then we multiply that by the actual amount we pay per 1,000, right? So this is the actual amount, guys. So all the traffic we got for free, okay, all the traffic we got for free, if we were to pay for them, we would have paid $1,486.86. That's how much I would have paid, even if I didn't convert to any sales. That's what advertising cost. But with our method here, with search engine marketing, search engine optimization, YouTube search engine optimization, you get to get this kind of traffic, so you can actually start converting sales and making money. So even if you go into the market, let's say you sell something for $10,000, right? The last client I helped with this in this last week, literally just off of this, without having to pay this kind of money, their first sale was $5,000. I'm going to leave you with that. Okay. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, you want a consultation with me, yes, you have to go to a consultation. The information is scrolling through the screen. Just simply go through digitalmarketingcertified.com. You get access to the book, but you also be able to book a session with me. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. God bless.